So everyone, welcome to the horror of it all. And I have a special guest with me today again, Dallas Cheeseman, if I'm saying that right. Um,
Yes, yes, you are.
I and before we get into the horror, and don't take offense, but I want to know your last name is unique because, and you probably in school, hopefully you didn't get made fun of, but
All the time, all the time.
okay, because the way it's spelled, it's you want to say cheese man,
Yeah,
yeah, but it's
that's
cheese men, right?
no cheese man.
It is cheese
Yeah,
man.
it is.
Okay.
Yes.
I've never heard that last name before. It's very unique. So let's talk about, and also Dallas is actor in some horror movies we're going to talk about, and also he was in Happy Gilmore too. Um, Not as a lead, but he was there, and we'll talk about that. Um, and Dallas, you and I met on the set of Hunt Chase Kill, the shirt here they made. And what made you want to start? Was that your first movie that you were in, Hunt Chase Kill?
Yes, it was. It was my first movie that I made my acting debut in.
Okay. And how did that come about?
So actually, it's been about a year ago. I went to my first horror convention up in Edison, New Jersey, and I met all kind of amazing people. And Robert Todd Kennedy, I like bringing that name up. He's actually a
Hmm.
good friend of mine, and I met him back when I did. I was involved in pro wrestling,
Okay.
so so I seen him in a couple other films, and I wanted reaching out to him, and he was telling me, telling me about himself on how he got involved in movies and things like that. And I said, you know what, maybe I'll give it a try.
Hmm.
So he told me to come up to Edison, at Edison, at the horror convention, and where I met Paul Sutt,
Hmm.
and Paul was, he's a really cool guy, and he asked if I was interested in being in his film Hunt Chase Kill, and I said, yes, I'll be
Hmm.
interested.
And I think that's where we first met. But
Yes, it
we
was.
didn't meet on the movie set. We met at that show,
Hmm.
and we didn't. I didn't know who you were. You didn't know who I was, and now we kind of once you all with the independent horror, once you're in one film, especially in a certain area, you're going to see a lot of the same people in the movies. I got to be friends with Robert Todd Kennedy and also, Xander Goldman and also and Paul Sutt, who did Hunt Chase Kill. And now you and I were in a scene in Hunt Chase Kill. We're in the bar, and now that was my second movie because the first one I was in a Christmas movie, Saint Nick of Bethlehem, as
Yes.
as an extra, but not really, close up or anything like we did. So that was exciting to me, and I I think I met Paul, but I didn't know he was friends. I was becoming friends with Xander and Xander Goldman, and Xander invited me, to the filming. But what was your experience like that day? You had one line, and these movies are, they're we can say low budget.
Yes.
Some movies raise more money than others, but they're just, and you never know. We always say with the Terrifier movies, you never know. Like even Hunt Chase Kill, it could take off. It could become a cult classic, and it's kind of cool, if that happens, that you say you're a part of it. So,
Yes. Yeah. Absolutely.
like, how far did you have to drive? I think I drove like an hour, hour and a half
Yeah,
Or yeah.
the ride wasn't that bad. It was actually the same. It was like an hour and 30 minutes.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, the experience of me being on set of Hunt Chase Kill was very exciting. Knowing that was my first film that I was a part of, I was kind of nervous.
Hmm.
But then all of a sudden, I started, meeting all kind of, became friends with all kind of cool people, including you, Rob, and
Hmm.
I started you know, started feeling relaxed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I went in with like anxiety and kind of nervous, and then all of a sudden it went away,
Hmm.
and I felt comfortable.
Yeah, Paul Sutt is he's great with that. That's a great first experience. It was a great
Yes.
first experience for me. And now I don't know if you want to get into it, but you were given a character name, and I don't know if you had filmed any other scenes, but they weren't in the movie, and that sometimes happens, with movies.
Yeah.
So, do you want to talk about what your character was supposed to? I don't know if we can talk about
So
it.
yeah, my name was Clyde in the movie.
Hmm.
And I'm I'm just, I was supposed to be in the background role, and then all of a sudden,
I think Paul called it secondary background. It in the legend of the Bushkill Witch.
yeah,
He had those like you want to be background, secondary background, which means you might have a line or two. Um,
yeah, but it was really, really cool meeting all kind of amazing people, and it was really
yeah,
fun.
yeah, that would, and I've said it before, but if you do want to be in an independent film, the biggest thing is to go on Indiegogo and contribute. Unless sometimes once you get to know some of the people that are making these movies, you might be given a role without. You might want to contribute still a little bit,
Yeah,
but you know, it's just a great experience. But it's also people have to know that it's a long day sometimes. Because I got there probably around the same time you did, around 9 in the morning. But my scene was filmed last, which was at like 6 o'clock at night, and but yeah, it was, and you get, like I said, you get to meet, like, over the last year or two, I got to meet some great people like
yeah.
yourself,
Thank you. Yeah,
and when I went to Xander's filming Crimson Harvest in Blairstown, and Felissa Rose was there that day, and Robert Mukes, and but Ron Black was there, Ronald Black, which we know. Robert Todd was there, Jeremy Hirsch. Like I said, you get to see all these people, and our listeners might not know these names, but definitely check out Hunt Chase Kill when it comes out. I know Paul's working on hopefully getting it on a streaming service, and you were at the premiere of this movie, right?
yes, I was.
Um, was that the New Jersey or the PA? Or
That was the New Jersey. That was Atlantic City at the Showboat.
yeah, yeah, I wasn't at that, but I was at the one in New Jersey.
Yeah.
And then let's talk about your other movie, Human Hibachi 3. And for people who don't know, Human Hibachi is part of Trauma Pictures. This who did Toxic Avenger. Even the new one is under Trauma Pictures. So it's kind of cool that we're a part of that film industry. Just being in that movie. Mine was a very small role. I won't talk about myself too much, but um, so yeah, but what was cool is my scene was with Xander, Robert Todd Kennedy, and Jeremy Hirsch, and we're all sitting at a table. I didn't have any lines. So tell me about if you can, tell me what you can about like that experience. And it was with Mario Cerrito, if I'm
Chorito,
saying that
yes,
right.
that's correct. Yep.
Yeah. Was that
That was
another
yeah.
good experience?
That was another great experience I was a part of. being a part of HIBACHI III, Last Supper. So my character is based on a religious cult follower, and I am known as Mike Wills.
Okay.
And yeah, it was a great experience to be a part of. I'm with me meeting Mario Cerrito, um, he became a very another very good friend of
This is
mine.
like found film footage, right?
It is, yeah. So
Yeah.
is Humanabachi one, Humanabachi two, and then I'm part of the third one.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't watched the first two. I have to see them.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
The
it
first and
has a
second
cult
one are really good.
following, though. It's kind of cool to be in
Yeah,
these. And yeah, I met Mario for the first time, and I thought I was going to have a line like nothing against Mario or anything, but uh, I was given the script and like you're going to be this character, and then Jeremy Hirsch was given the same. He's like, I was told I was that character, but and we kind of worked it out, and I didn't really have any lines. I didn't want to. I suggested something to Mario,
yeah,
but meeting him for the first time, I didn't want to be like, hey, I need some lines, you know, because someone mentions the weather, and I was gonna like comment on that on the weather, but
yeah.
I just went with what Mario wanted. And then there was another guy there. I don't think he was the cinematographer, but he was filming. I don't know if you did this or not, but he was filming us just talking about our experience. And I don't know if they're going to use that as extra, like in a DVD or not. Um, but like, how many were you just there one day to film?
I was there 2 days.
Okay.
Yeah, I was there 2 days.
And that was a drive, like for me, I know. Maybe you were closer.
Yeah, I was 15 minutes.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
That's not, well, that's like with Crimson Harvest, I'm 30 minutes from Xander. And yeah, I don't, you kind of have to decide, I think, on the movie or like how far you want to drive. I know like Robert Todd, I think he flies
He does.
to
Yeah.
various locations. I think he's retired to, I mean, we both have jobs, so it's kind of hard sometimes. For me, I work from home. So, even
Okay.
today I can kind of move things around.
Yeah.
And it's weird, but for me, is this something you, like I asked in the beginning, but did you have thoughts like years ago, like, man, I'd love to be in a horror movie because that's what I was thinking. Like we watch, like you probably watch a lot of horror movies like I do. And, you know, you see these like I say, low budget, but we'll call them independent films and basically unknown actors in a lot of them. And some that are, be sitting around, not to be cliche, but sitting around a campfire and they're like the first to die. They might have had like two lines in the movie, and that's when I was like, I want to be killed. I want to be in like in a horror movie. So tell me, like, when did this? And I know you said you met Robert Todd Kennedy, and
Yeah.
he kind of was that the start, or did you think of maybe I could be in a horror movie? Before that. I
No,
know
so
it's a
that was
long
actually
question.
so that was actually the start. So like even as a kid, I would never think that I would, be in horror movie, loving
Hmm.
horror movie. I mean, I was always a comedy kind of guy. So like
Okay.
I love funny movies. I never
Hmm.
really was in wasn't really in love with horror. And then when I went into like when I was a kid, I mean, I did watch movies like Michael Myers and with Chucky and stuff.
Yeah.
And that was good. And I was about maybe 9 years old. I was at my uncle's house. Sadly, he passed away.
Hmm.
But yeah, he was always in love with horror. And I would in the show I would go to his house and watch the movies there on weekends. But yeah, um I was never a horror kind of guy. And then
Hmm.
all of a sudden I started getting involved with like Hunt Chase Kill Humanabati 3 and even I was also a part of Flickr as well on episode
Yeah, I
three.
wanted to ask about that.
Yeah,
That's the next one. But I
yeah.
also want to ask because that one you can go on YouTube and it's I think it's going to be a series or it is this is was that was episode one, right? You were
That
in?
was yeah. So I was on episode three.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
And you are Martin
Martin. That is
Cheeseman.
correct.
Cheeseman.
Cheeseman. Yeah,
Master plumber. And
yeah.
I did watch that. That
How was it? Did I do? You know,
yeah, that
did
was
good.
pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you.
I don't know what you were doing in there. Because you have you ever done plumbing?
No,
Okay.
no.
It looked good.
Thank
But
you.
I wanted to ask because that one, like Human Hibachi 3 hasn't come out yet.
Yeah.
They're working on the premiere, which I'm excited about. Hopefully it's not like a 3 hour drive, but uh uh and then Hunt Chase Kill hopefully be out soon. But you mentioned your uncle. I'm sorry, what was your uncle's name?
My uncle's name was Eddie.
Eddie, okay. And he passed away last year
He passed away in
or
2019.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because I was gonna ask if he got to see, at least Flickr or
I,
anything. He
I
would
I
have,
really do wish that he was around for that time, because like I said, he was a huge fan of movies,
yeah.
and when he passed away, he literally gave all of his movies to me. So like I
Oh,
got a whole
wow.
bunch of I have a
Yeah.
closet full of all of his
Hmm.
movies, and so yeah, it was
He
pretty
may
neat.
have even been a part like with you in the
Yeah,
movies. I mean,
yeah,
you don't know.
no,
I tried to get my friends, to be in the movie, like, but well, I was in a Sean Whalen film that's coming out, and I was background, and I tried to get two of my friends, but Sean had already, you know, he didn't need any more extras, so I tried. But that's a bigger one for me, even though I'm just a background.
yeah.
It's called Swipe, and there are a couple movies out there I think called Swipe or Swiped, and it's a horror movie. And Sean Whale, and I think it's a short horror film. But I'm excited about that one because I should be seeing. I'm at the bar, and then the other scene they filmed. These guys are sitting at a table, the same table, but me and this girl moved over to the other side, and we're definitely like right there in the background.
I'm gonna have to check that out.
Yeah, that hasn't come out
It
yet.
didn't come out yet. Yeah,
And the thing is, we have to remember, like a lot of these, like the bigger movies, like probably Happy Gilmore. We're going to talk about that Happy
yeah.
Gilmore too. You can't wear any product. You can't wear logos. They probably told you. So I made the mistake with Swipe where they asked if you could bring a change of clothing because we're standing at the bar, but we're over in another area. I don't know if we're supposed to look like different people,
Yeah.
but I went out and changed, and I put I had boots on, and then I put my Nike sneakers on, and I know they can see. I know we're in that scene because someone said white sneakers, and I had to move to the other side of the girl, so we had to switch places. So that tells me they could see, like we're seen in that scene. So that
Wow.
because some of this stuff,
Yeah.
I was in when I was in the Christmas movie, Daniel Roebuck, Saint Nick of Bethlehem. I went to the premiere and I'm waiting for it to stream because it's one of those things where you have to pause it. Maybe I'll see myself. So I know what scene I'm in. You had the opportunity to be in Happy Gilmore too. I was I could kick myself because I was going to go to. It wasn't an audition, but I guess you had to show up
So, yeah.
maybe with a headshot. Tell me how that. I always like to know how that process with the bigger movies works. Like, what did you do to become an extra? Like, what did you have to do?
So I applied online, and
Hmm.
I waited for about maybe 4 days after I applied, and I got an email with, like, how much I weigh, my,
Hmm.
the height and
Okay.
all that, and then they asked for my headshot. They asked if I was able to go baby face, which I did.
Hmm. Okay.
So yeah, there's some rules to it, but it was, and that was also an awesome awesome point. Even if I wasn't even a main character or main
Yeah,
part of the movie, I mean, it was
just to be a
awesome. It was
part of
amazing
it.
to be there. Yes, yeah. So it was but that was another great experience that I was a part of
Now,
because I
did you?
was I was a golf spectator in the movie, so I would just sit in the bleachers right before, and with the nice ultra in my hand, drinking a beer.
Yeah.
That
Now,
was
when you
awesome.
watched it, could you see yourself? Because I know you. I think you freeze framed it. It's probably so
Yes.
quick, though, right?
So what I did was I watched the whole movie and then I wound up rewinding back
Mm-hmm.
trying to find myself and
Okay,
I did. Yeah.
that's great. Now, did you get to meet Adam Sandler or any of the main people?
I unfortunately I didn't
Hmm.
because there was like thousands of
There's so
people
many people
there.
there.
There
Yeah, yeah.
was, and like if they see me going up to go meet them, everybody's gonna go
Oh,
up to
yeah,
go meet them.
yeah.
So yeah,
And
it was
that was film. Was that filmed in Hackettstown?
it
No.
was
Yeah.
it was filmed in Morristown.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
It's cool because they filmed with the miniature golf scene is in Hackettstown, which is which is 20 minutes from me.
Yeah.
And we go to Hackettstown every week. We go grocery shopping at one of the stores there. But and I think my son's been to the miniature golf place, but
It
that's
was
kind of
called
cool.
Max it was called Max Golf Course.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite? I mean, maybe you have a couple favorite horror movies, or a franchise that you like truly like, as far as horror goes.
Um, Yeah, I would say Chucky was one of my favorite horror movies growing up as a kid.
Hmm.
I always watched and I always watched Chucky. I can watch that over and over again. That's
Okay.
another good, yeah.
For me, it's Friday the 13th. I love that series.
I mean that was another great movie.
Yeah. Now, for me, I'm so old that I saw those movies in the theater. I I remember part three and having the 3D glasses and the eyeball coming out, and it was the old school 3D, and it actually worked. It was yeah. And I had gotten the DVDs, and I think there was a 3D version, but it wasn't the same. It's not the same on your TV,
Yeah.
you know. But and then who would like your career is just like like me. I don't know if I want to be have bigger roles, or if I could, I haven't acted in my life. Uh, but if like as your career goes along, who would you love to have a scene with? And I have here, or in a horror movie, who would you want to kill you? Like what, either actress or character, like Freddy, or like, I know it's a weird question, but we're talking horror here. Who would you want to be killed by?
I would love to be killed by Michael Myers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Felissa Rose, I'd like to, murder me. I don't know. I have to tell her that the next time I see her. And then any horror movies you've seen lately that you really liked? I don't know how often you go to the movie theater. I don't go that often, but
Yeah,
I
so
yeah.
the Terrifier.
Okay.
Terrifier. I think it was Terrifier 3, right?
Yeah, that was the
Yeah, the recent one that just came out.
yeah.
That was really good.
They're spaced out so much. I question too. Like, what was the last one? Two, three? You know, those I'm obsessed with. Not obsessed, but I just got the DVDs for one and two. My wife doesn't like them. My son, but I I had the opportunity. I interviewed Elliot Fulham, Jeremy Dugans, and I went to see him perform. He does music. So for the music podcast, we were able to talk about music and also horror. I trying to get Art the Clown, you know, David Howard Thornton. because he's on Instagram and he's messaged me, when I must have, so that's kind of cool. But he's always busy, you
Yeah.
know. He's got stuff. Um, and then let's see. I have a couple more questions. And I know Halloween is, it's only 2 months away, right? So are you a big like, you go to costume, you go to parties, or you just watch a bunch of, I mean, we all watch horror movies during the year.
Yeah.
Halloween's a little special, maybe there's a certain movie you watch every Halloween or any plans. I know it's a ways off.
Yeah, so I do attend Halloween parties,
Okay.
and I do dress up every year for
Hmm.
Halloween. Um and I think this year I'm actually gonna be dressed as Michael Myers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that should be
Yeah.
pretty cool.
I always wanted to dress as Jason and, for the trick-or-treaters and answer the door. Not that I don't know if the little like younger kids would know who Jason is. You never know. And then one last thing, not horror, but you and I have a connection to a place in New Jersey because I see you there like a lot, and it's Wildwood, New Jersey,
Yeah.
the Jersey Shore. And now, is this a place where you have gone when you were a kid, like, or did you start going there?
So I've been going there as maybe an infant.
Okay.
So yeah, growing up forever. It first started with my dad. His grandmom had a place up in Wildwood, and
Hmm.
and then all of a sudden we've been going ever since. Like taking me as an infant to we still
Okay.
go there now.
Okay. Great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went there when I was like 6 months old.
Oh, wow.
So we're talking 19, not to date myself, but like 1966. And yeah, and it's just it's great memories because a lot of it hasn't changed. I mean, they changed a tram car like this year. It's a truck
Yeah.
now or something. But it was always watch the tram car, Max Pizza, and we don't go there every year, but
Yeah.
when we do go, it's more memories for me. My
Yeah.
my aunt one they'd rent a place with a kitchen, and so we'd have spaghetti one night. She would cook, and so it was a family thing. And I'd go down just with my parents, and then my friends, as I got older, I'd bring a friend with me, so that was kind of cool.
That was nice. Yeah, I've been
Yeah.
going there. Yeah, I've been going there for forever. Even during during off season, you know what I mean? I still go there because
Hmm.
there's events that happens there. So
Yeah.
we'll go there it has to be like maybe every 6 months.
Okay.
Yeah. It's so much fun. I go there with my family every year.
Yeah, it's still a good, family
It
place,
is.
I think.
Yeah.
And then once in a while we'll go to Ocean City, Maryland. Um, we started going there some years ago, but I still like Wildwood. It's a trek to the beach, though.
Yeah.
Uh, you know, Ocean City is. I think the beach is a little shorter. To get to the if you want to go in the water.
It's much
So,
closer.
yeah. So thank you, Dallas. I know we'll see each other again. I'll be at the PA, the New Jersey HorrorCon if you're there in September. Um, And then hopefully, Paul's filming like on the 19th at night, he said. So, but contact Paul and see. Love to see you there. I know
Yeah,
it's a
I'm hoping
drive.
to make it there, and I'm hoping to make it to the the horror convention in Edison too.
Okay. So Dallas, have a great rest of the day.
Thank you so much for having me. It's a
Yeah.
pleasure.
And we'll talk again soon.
All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah.